What up, guys? See me, the Tool Addict, back here. Guess what time it is? Can anybody say it? Come on, guys. Just say it with me. What You Say Wednesday is here. That's right. What You Say Wednesday is here. And I definitely have a massive amount of questions. They are coming in right and left. A lot of them are coming in on Instagram now, which is kind of nice. But also a lot still coming in on the channel. And we're going to start off with some of the ones that came in last week. Great response out of last week's videos, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there about tool truck credit and a lot of things people don't go over. And definitely just kind of follow up with that real quick. I appreciate your guys' comments, and definitely understand that you guys get it. Okay, and there's a lot of people that don't get it, but if you don't understand, that's why you need to ask questions. You know, there's people that talk about being assholes, and then, you know, I'm not really sure how you become an asshole, but asking a lot of questions, to me, is not a bad thing, as long as it's, you know, they're separated. You know, there's a lot of guys that don't know, and they just need to ask questions. I think that asking questions sometimes is better than not, but, you know, that's just me. We're going to start off with Daniel Jarmello asked me what's the point of the UV Streamlight, and I don't have the Streamlight's in my truck because I was doing a mobile checkup on a deal, but the point of a UV Streamlight is to check air conditioning or oil leaks that you may be hard to find. And UV shows up as a yellowish high fluorescent light, so UV comes in very handy for air conditioning leaks and oil leaks. Differential leaks, transmission leaks, they have really come a long ways with UV technology, and that little Streamlight that I bought is super nice and super handy for doing that. And also there's bigger ones too, but the little ones are kind of nice because they're quick and dirty, so you can get right in there. So that's nice. Adam Danello, he asked me, how do I like the feel of the Matco ratchets? To be honest with you, I don't feel like this I feel like this handle is way too big. I don't hate it. I'm just going to say that because I've talked enough about these Matco ratchets, but I don't think that it's necessary to have that big a handle. That's all I got to say about that. Another question I had is what do I think about other YouTubers claiming they are now designing products? I think that you got to watch what you hear out on YouTube. There's a lot of people that like to use the term, or like to gaslight, is what I like to use the terminology. They pretend that they are the ones that are bringing light to products that have already been designed and made. Recently, you know, RBRT stuff is a big one. I've heard that people are now claiming that they are making products that have already been in the works. If you look, there's an RBRT catalog. Shows you everything that was out there in the RBRT line. You know, there's a lot of tool companies that listen to a lot of different channels, guys. A lot of different tool companies are watching a lot of different tool channels. Not just mine in general or anybody else's, but the viewers do help for feedback, and it's great for them to get feedback, and it's an insider information for them to be able to do that without having to do surveys and everything like that. So you got to watch out. When somebody says something, they're saying that to make themselves, it's kind of like giving themselves a pat on the back. Okay, you know, there's you know, I've had different companies already come to me and ask me questions and this and that. That doesn't mean that I am the sole proprietor of that. It means that they're taking down data and information and reconciling that and using that to their advantage. Just to get that out of the way. The other one that I had here, let's see here. Matco's long combination wrenches are coming off the same Taiwanese long line as gear wrench. Yep. I think we all pretty much know that. If you don't, you should understand that Matco is going through a transition. How can you write off tools when you have $12,500 in single federal tax. Okay, well, there's a deal on your taxes, and I'm not a tax accountant, so this information should be taken to a tax accountant and ask them. But you can write off your tools because it is your business, or it's your livelihood. In order for you to make money, you need tools, and you can write those tools off. So keep that in mind, guys. That is a good bit of information. And that question, why does my phone keep shutting down when I'm trying to ask a question? That question came from 59 Rider. How can you write off your tools? Well, I think you can only write off a certain amount per year, and it's good to know that, because at the end of the year, if you can only write out that amount, that might be your ceiling of what you want to buy for tools. And that's definitely good information. I write off so much for a business. So, you know. Harvey Smith was talking about some tool truck interest. That was good. Apex KD owned by Gear Wrench. Yes. Apex, Danaher, KD, they're owned by Gear Wrench. Then we had another question about Matco ratchets being made by AJ Manufacturing. A good subscriber and a very valuable source when it comes to tool information wanted to clear up the air, and that was Tino. Tino sent me a message about how gear wrenches or Matco ratchets are now being made in Ohio by a company. Where, I don't know. How, I don't know. I know that he said that anything with a flag on it, with a laser edge flag on it, is not being made by AJ Manufacturing. Hence, that's probably why there's some flaws. They're having some quality control issues. Matco will not admit that, and that information is coming from dealers. So, once again, it's not to burn any Matco, guys. Everybody goes through it, guys. You need to understand, in the tool business, there's going to be hiccups. Obviously, Icon was a hiccup when Harbor Freight came out. You got to take a chance to straighten that out. And that's just the way of the world, guys. It's not a plug or a ploy against them. And, you know, I pick on Matco a lot. I really do, because, like I said before, it's not because I hate Matco. It's because I want them to be a better tool company. I want these guys to be a better tool company. I want this tool truck business to continue and flourish. So, therefore, I'm going to be maybe not constructive criticism. Maybe a little bit worse than that. But, you know, I'm just that type of guy. You know, I just say it how it is. So, anyways, the last and final thing I wanted to talk about is the fact that Benjamin Savara asked me if I would make a video about tool truck credit. And what I will give you guys on my final piece of advice about tool truck credit is that whenever you are listening to somebody on YouTube, go to your dealer if you trust them. If you don't have a dealer that you can trust, then go to your bank. Guys, I literally will do a video and show you what I did as a young tech starting off to get $2,000 worth of tools. And I am not the guy that started out with Mac toolboxes and Snap-on toolboxes. All of this didn't come overnight. I literally went and bought a Waterloo toolbox full of SK tools, and I spent $2,000. Now, I would say that probably is going to translate to $4,000 now, because, I bought a 1/4-inch set, a 1/2-inch set, a 3/8 set. I bought my screwdrivers, hammers, punches, chisels. I bought your basic tool set of what most schools require. I will tell you this. Taking a list from a school, or trade school, or high school needs to be broken down, and you need to go with what you can get at the basics. They do put some stuff in there that I would say is not necessarily great for a new tech. Now, in that set, it's always controversial, guys, and a lot of people on YouTube have opinions. My opinion, your opinion, this opinion, that opinion. They're just opinions, guys. I'm only trying to help. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to give you a little bit of advice and try to help you out. I wish that I had the perfect answer for everything, but unfortunately, I do not. And nobody on YouTube does. I have listened and watched and saw tons of people, and they just don't have the answers. Nobody does. There's so many options that there is not one good answer. Okay? So when I give you a piece of advice or an opinion, it's an opinion. Okay? So let's not take that to heart, and let's keep that in mind every time, because it's just an opinion. And I don't hold a grudge about stuff like that. I say my piece and I move on, guys. That's all there is to it. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this What You Say Wednesday. Appreciate you watching. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.